Lane, I'm Larry Marble. It's time for a big old heaping helping of ag information. You're listening to our program courtesy of the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 in Seguin. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the commodity commentary courtesy of John Tuggle. After being up more than 70 cents by the bushel over the last 3 weeks, it should be none too surprising to see corn futures take a rest and give back a little of their recent gains. A strong U.S. dollar, along with a sharply weaker crude oil market, currently down nearly $4 by the barrel, has provided the downward pressure as corn futures closed down 9 cents yesterday following Tuesday's 6-cent decline. Don't expect corn to go down a great deal more in the short term, as the balance sheet likely is still understating demand for corn usage for ethanol and exports. That picture should become more defined next Tuesday on the 9th when USDA releases their latest crop production and supply and demand report. The Corpus Christi Public Elevator and ADM is open this week for Milo trucks 7 to 245, maximum 5% total damage. Cargill Houston is open through Friday 7 to 3, maximum 20% total damage. They will probably ease those restrictions when we have a vessel to pour Milo into at the Port of Corpus Christi. Neighbor, let's check those corn, beans, and wheat futures. December corn, $5.64, even money down 9. Jan beans, $12.44 and a quarter, down 12. Deese bean meal, $3.40.80, up $3.60 by the ton. December Kansas City hard red winter wheat down 7.5, $7.90 and 3/4. John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company Corpus, 802-TUGGLE. Askew Fisher Ranches in Sonora, Texas will again be offering quality registered polled Hereford and Angus herd sire bulls for sale this coming January. Gain tested, fertility tested, EPDs, and ready to meet all your low birth weight calving needs. Call today to get their list for January private treaty sales. 325-387-3242 or 325-206-2170 for Linda and 202-468-5262 for Tammy. That's Askew Fisher Ranches. Gain tested, fertility tested, EPD bulls on sale for their list for January private treaty. 202-468-5262. Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves. USDA's national pork carcass cutout value, $6.23 higher in the afternoon at $100.44. The hams led the way with $23.61 recovery to be quoted at $89.80. Hog slaughter for the week through Wednesday, 1.431 million head. That's 7,000 head below last week's pace, 39,000 head behind the same week last year. Lean hog futures took prices 90 to 170 higher. Those lean hog futures rested at $75.90 for the December contract, up 170. Neighbor, now let's move to the cattle side of the meat equation. Wholesale box prices higher. Choice 111 stronger at $288.49. The select up by $159 at $267.72. The choice rib at $488.87. I believe that's $20 higher than this time last week. Week to date cattle slaughter 365,000 head. That's up 3,000 from the same week last year, but 1,000 head below last year's pace. As we look at front month cattle futures, close midweek 95 to 170 higher. Those futures rested at December contract 131.65 up 170. Feeder cattle futures 160 to 220 stronger. Feeders rested at January 159.22 up 220. Neighbor, there's your meat moves and their associated commodity prices. Remember, neighbors, MG Building Materials has 5 locations. MG in San Antonio's at 2651 Southwest Military Drive. MG in Corpus, they're on Padre Island Drive, 7436 Padre Island Drive. MG Building Materials Uvalde, 2301 East Main. The store in beautiful downtown Kerrville on Memorial Drive, 2202 is the street number. And MG Building Materials in Pleasanton, 1734 West Oak Lawn. Now, I know you can't remember them all, so go to mgbuildingmaterials.com for details. Neighbor, a quick look at cotton. The triple-digit recovery from Tuesday's fade left the cotton futures board between 111 and 118 going home on Wednesday. New crop closed black also, though it remained below a dollar bill. At the close, March number 2 cotton up 161, 115.44. There's cotton news. We're on the line with Ken Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, we've got a sale in San Saba. How's it going to go?
You bet, Larry. We have good rain today. Start out early this morning, probably around 5 o'clock, 4:30, and we probably ended up around 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. Some areas a little bit more, some areas less. Been wet all day. But we did already get in 2,200 head of cattle. Very pleased with our run. We got lots and lots of groups of deals, a lot of wean cattle tomorrow. I'm going to say over probably 2/3 of our sale be all cattle have been weaned and everything. We are going to crank off up the very start of the sale at 10 o'clock. We're going to sell Hell's Angus. Got 30 really good Angus bulls to offer there, all kind of coming 2-year-olds. Everything's ready to go, be turned out. Then we got a really choice set of Charolais bulls off of Cannon Charolais Ranch. Have a good reputation. We've sold them in the past before. And if you need some of those bulls, they'll be really good. That'll take about an hour. We'll start off our packer cows and everything, and then we'll right into our premium. We sell 400 in them, and then the balance of the sale, I'm kind of expecting probably 200 or 300 come in the morning. So we're going to look around a total of 2,500, probably got around 200 pack of cows, Larry.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Give us a call, area code 325-372-5159. Any additional information, go to our website. Got a list of all the early offering of calves on it, Larry. And also the bull part at 10 o'clock will be live on the internet. Then go to our website at jordancattle.com, find that, and watch a sale. Or if you need to buy, you're already registered, we'll let you buy some bulls too.
Good deal. Thank you so much. We'll talk with you after the sale.
You bet, Larry.
Neighbor, let's talk about PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, San Antonio, High, Hondo, Kerrville, Robstown, Jourdanton, and Laredo. Contact the Hondo store at 830-426-2912. That's 830-426-2912. Remember, that's PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. We're on the line with Wayne Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Wayne, how was our sale?
Had a pretty good sale, Larry. You know, we had the rain this morning. Really, we're expecting a good run of cattle, and rain kind of slowed it down, but then ended up getting 1,140 head. Cow markets, it was sure steady. Had a lot of good big cows that bring this low to mid 60s with a few up into the low 70s. Bulls didn't have any really good bulls. Most of the bulls bring 80 to 90 cents. Cow market, people are going to wonder why I'm not quoting them as high as last week, and I'm going to still call it steady. But the reason is the cattle just didn't show themselves off as good as they have in the past. Last week, they were wet, and the hair just kind of laid down. It didn't, just didn't blossom out. Quoted some 3 weights up, up in the 220, 25 area. 4 weights up to 210, 5 weights up to 185 or 90. 6 weights up into the low 150s. 7 weights most of the 7 weights bring 130 to 140. Heifer mates, probably a little bit more activity there. 3 weights up in the mid 160s, 4 weights in the mid 150s. They topped out at kind of 158. 5 weights into the low 140s, and 6 weights had a few bringing the 30s, but most of them kind of 25 to 30. Well, satisfied with overall, but it's just one of those days that it's first impression. Didn't look quite as good as they normally would.
What do we think is going to happen next week?
Well, we have a special winning sale. We got some cattle already consigned for next week. Push this sale after the first day of hunting season. Normally, it is a good sale to bring animals in, and we can expect that next week.
Sheep and goats?
That'll be a little different. Probably maybe 2,500 if we're lucky.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Wayne Geiswhite.
We're 830-997-4394.
We're on the line with Sam from D&D. Sam, I've never seen as much Stay Tough fence in my whole life.
That's right, Larry. Right now we have the largest supply of American T-post and the largest supply of Stay Tough fencing in Texas.
Tell us how to take advantage of all that product.
All you got to do, Larry, is call me at 830-379-7340, and that's for one of our friendly staff members.
We're on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. Klein, how did sheep and goats sell?
We had a little lighter run yesterday. We had a little over 500. Real active market still. That market's still just been steady as it has been. It's been really good. The heavy lambs were $220 to $3. The light lambs were $280 to $350. Fat ewes were $95 to $1.15. Thin packer ewes were $1.25 to $1.65. And those fat Spanish nannies $1.50 to $1.80. Good stocker nannies $2 to $2.85. Those good cabritos were $3 to $3.80, and the lightweights were $3.20 to $4.10. So overall, lots of guys looking for some good light lambs too. Those were pretty active yesterday as well.
Good. Now, what have we got for the cattle sale?
We got over 600 head standing here tonight, Larry. We've got quite a few kind of middle-aged, younger cows that look pretty good. We're going to get palpated up for in the morning, and overall, got lots of good calves and yearlings standing here. Should have a good run. It looks like that market ought to be a tick better this week.
At Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. Klein, tell everybody how to get a hold of y'all.
Call us at the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
Over this portion of Down on the Farm brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. The Laredo store, call Gabriel, 956-727-7473. We're on the line with Brian Linsman from Seguin Cattle Company. Cousin Brian, how was the sale?
Sale was good, Larry. Receipts were a little bit lighter today. I mean, everything going on between the World Series, start of deer season, and the weather today ended up with 545 head of cattle. Those 2 to 3 weight steers, $1.10 to $1.82. 3 to 4 weights, $1.17 to $1.94. 4 to 5 weights, $1.21 to $1.82. 5 to 6 weights, $1.17 to $1.55. 6 to 7 weights, $1.13 to $1.35. 7 to 8 weights, $1 to $1.30. When you get to the heifer mates, the 2 to 3 weights, $1 to $1.50. 3 to 4 weights, $1.21 to $1.65. 4 to 5 weights, $1.16 to $1.51. 5 to 6 weights, $1.17 to $1.70. 6 to 7 weight heifers, $1.05 to $1.37. Utility and commercial cows, 56 to 79. Really didn't have no high yielding bulls today, but top end bulls brought $88, and we didn't have no pairs. Had 0 young palpated cows, but we had some middle aged ones. They brought from 500 to 800. I think with the start of deer season, a lot of ranches have kind of cleaned them off. And, if we can get our numbers down, the weather's right, people got some winter grazing. I think this thing's going to get a little better going towards the end of the year.
Sheep and goats.
Again, it was light. Lots of good quality goats. Ended up with 316 of them. Those good nannies from 185 to 260, with the kids bringing from 320 to 367. And you go to them Dorper ewes, they brought from 150 to 215, with the lambs bringing from 3 to 340. So, like I said, there is nothing wrong with the sheep and goat market.
Anybody tell you they're coming back next week with some?
I have not talked to a single person. Like I said, I think everybody kind of split in town for deer season already. Yeah. Texas, sometimes it's not called deer season. Sometimes it's called beer season.
Beer season. There you go.
One guy said, I'm not mad at him anymore, but he said, I sure like sitting around with the guys at the camp.
Hear that joke about the man he got to the deer lease, and they weren't going to go hunting. They were just going to go mess around. They got ready to go to town and party, and he realized he didn't have any underwear. So he got mad and went back home, and his wife said, "What are you doing?" She said, "Oh, the deer weren't moving." He said, "Besides, I didn't have any underwear." And he said, "You need to pack better for me." And she said, "Well, I put them in your gun case by your bullets." We'll see you next week, Cousin Brian.
All right. I'm going to put on a bowl of stew tomorrow, so if you ain't doing anything in my neck of the woods, come on by.
I'll do it. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, this portion of Down the Farm is brought to you by PMI, the Robstown location, 361-767-7473, pipemovers.com, pipe, steel, and fencing, the Robstown location. We are on the line with Jim Wheeler from Attis Coast Livestock, Pleasanton, Texas. Jim, how did this week's sale go?
It ended up with 500. The market was a little bit better, quite a bit better on the heifers, actually. We only had 40 cows this week out of 500 head, less than 10%. That's the least amount of cows we've had in a long time.
Well, let's walk the pins.
It ended up with 234 steers, 202 heifers, 40 cows, and 16 bulls. Steer side, 2 to 3 weights, $1.50 to $1.82. Heifers were $1.35 to $1.55. 3 to 4 weight steers, $1.60 to $1.80. Heifers were $1.30 to $1.50. 4 to 5 weight steers, $1.40 to $1.70. Heifers were $1.20 to $1.48. 5 to 6 weight steers, $1.30 to $1.62. Heifers were $1.15 to $1.46. 6 7 weight steers, $1.25 to $1.45. Heifers were $1.10 to $1.42. 7 to 8 weight steers, $1.10 to $1.40. Heifers were $1 to $1.27. 8 to 9 weight steers, $1 to $1.35, and the heifers were $85 to $1.17.
How did the cows work?
Cows had $1.20 this week on Packer cows. The best cow brought 66.5. Best bull brought $88. Sold bred cows anywhere from $350 to $1,325. And we had one little young pair. She brought $900.
What do you know for next week, Jim Wheeler?
I'm thinking the way the market has increased, we should have another 400 to 500 next week.
All right. Well, they better get them in before the daylight's gone, because we got to fall back again Sunday evening, right?
Well, I guess we do.
Yep. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
MG Building Materials, 5 retail locations all over South and Central Texas, from the Hill Country to the Gulf Coast. Perfect if you're a contractor or a homeowner. The smallest home improvement job to the largest commercial project, MG's positioned to help everyone. MGBuildingMaterials.com. San Antonio, Corpus, Pleasanton, Kerrville, and Uvalde. Always on the web, MGBuildingMaterials.com. MG's 5 retail centers there to help you at MGBuildingMaterials.com.
We're on the line with Chris Carter, Karnes County Livestock Exchange down Kendiaway. Chris, we always begin by thanking the folks that do business with us.
You've got it, Larry. We do want to thank all of you for your consignments and to our weekly buyers. Last week, we ended up with 531 head of cattle, and we saw a nice little bump in the market.
Let's walk the pins.
Number 1 steers, 2 to 3 weight, 165 to 185. 3 and 4 is 161 to 190. 4 and 5 weights, 138 to 187. 5 and 6 is 139 to 159. 6 and 7 is 125 to 143. And the 7 and 8 weights, 121 to 134. On the 2 to 3 weight heifers, 129 to 150. 3 and 4 is 129 to 147.50. 4 and 5 weights, 133 to 175. 5 and 6 is 130 to 181. 6 and 7 is 122 to 147.50. And the 7 and 8 weights, 119 to 130. Only had 6 Packer bulls last week. High yielding was 84 up to 90, and the medium 77 to 80. Had 47 Packer cows. High yielding 65 to 71. Medium 54 to 59, and the low end 31 to 37. We had 3 bred cows, and they brought from 800 to 850, and 3 pair bring from 900 to 1100.
What's under the barn tonight?
At the present time, we've got 713 head checked in, and looking for maybe 800 come sale time. We did get a real nice 0.8 of an inch of rain on Wednesday afternoon, and looking for more. In our count, we've got 118 Packer cows and bulls, 2 pair, 2 Copates, and the rest are yearlings. Since we are now in November, we will be closed the week of Thanksgiving. Just putting that on your calendar.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Chris.
For any questions or use of our services, please call Wed and Rouse at 361-542-0810 or myself at 210-286-5345.
Maybe here's a shotgun look at the grain. grains, milo through Corpus 11.59, corn 6.54, Houston wheat 8.60 3/4, Houston beans 12.11 1/2, 6,462 bale of cotton 116.57. Ever, that's it for Down on the Farm. Good day to you.